For Jenny Wood and 13-year-old daughter Abby, the living room has to replace the classroom again.
I was kind of expecting us to go into like school and find our classes and everything, but at home I've got to stay at home and try and figure out all the classes.
It will be back to virtual lessons, but without any timetables yet. More disarray for a generation that's seen school forced off limits by COVID, strikes, and now the risk of roofs collapsing.
It's all been schools on and off all the time.
Devastating for her in a way, in the fact that it's another struggle to go back. You know, 2 steps forward, uniforms here, everything's already set to go, and then you're another 5 steps back.
Abby's Essex school was partly built with the less durable form of concrete that's reached the end of its 30-year shelf life. But the order to condemn classrooms to closure only came days before the start of the new school year. More than 100 education facilities across England are impacted by structural surveys being reassessed and the risk threat suddenly being raised over reinforced autoclaved aerated concrete, leaving the government facing questions about why school refurbishment work to address RAAC concerns wasn't prioritised after a school roof partly collapsed 5 years ago. There are concerns both safety and education are being neglected.
I'm really concerned about how much learning children missed in the lockdown, and we need to make sure that their education isn't interrupted, and online learning isn't enough. It might be okay for a day or two in a really serious situation, but we need those children to be safely in classrooms and back at school.
This family, like thousands of others, doesn't know when that will happen.
This has been known about for years. Do you feel the government could have acted quicker?
That is so frustrating because people have been told to monitor it. OK, we're monitoring it. Oh, now we need to. Now there's a bigger issue. But why wasn't health and safety and all that dealt with before?
By having all of this education being held back these past 2 years, nearly 3 now, it's stopping me from maybe getting that high grade that I need to get my job for when I'm older.
After the school holidays, everything was ready for Abby to return to school. Now she doesn't know when she can return safely. And across England, families are asking why the government left it until now to act, and just how many schools and other public buildings have hidden dangers from RAAC lurking in them. Rob Harris, Sky News, Essex.